You taking a selfie?
Recording.
There's a thing called Be Real.
Oh, you're not doing B-Reel, are you?
Oh, my staff got me onto it.
Why are you doing B-Reel?
Because I'm an idiot.
Oh.
Doing what now?
You heard of B-Reel, Anto?
I mean, I know it's the thing you film so you've got stuff to fill in spaces during video creation, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not that B-Reel.
The letter B, B-E-R-E-A-L.
B-E-E. You have to take, you're dating a bee, and you have to take them out on dates.
Oh, so it's like B-movie.
That's right.
That's a great movie.
Bee-movie, where the bee sleeps with the human. Floppy, tell us about sleeping with bees.
Or I'd rather do the human one.
No, you have to sleep with bees, I'm sorry.
No, but for real, what the hell is Be Real?
Oh,
It's
it's
a
just an
social
app
media app.
where, you know...
You sleep with bees. It's like Tinder, but for bees.
Sure, that's what it is.
Yep, it is. It's Tinder bee.
Or possibly I'll tell you on the way home.
Okay.
Where it's going to get a real answer.
You fuck the bees, all right?
Dylan is
just
with us.
fucking leave it alone. Jesus Christ. The guy just wants to fuck bees. Don't judge him.
Wow.
Anyway, you want some of these horny questions?
Yeah,
Can we answer them honestly? Hey, Dylan the villain, you're about to hear the horny questions from the anonymous.
Oh, we should probably intro. So, in case you're hearing this, it's because either we've needed a show as a backup or someone's sick. So in which case, this is a Dino More. This is what Patreon people get when they give us money. They get an exclusive after show where we bring you all the fun stuff.
Weird
like
shit.
Talking about bee dating.
Yes.
I'm assuming that both you and Townsy can hear us, Dylan. If you can confirm that for me, that'd be great.
Dylan's mad at Floppy.
Oh, why are you mad
Forget
at
this
me, mate?
question.
Did you take his mum out somewhere?
Or didn't?
All right. So I've got some questions here from the anonymous app that I didn't include in the show that we're going to answer.
Why are you mad at me, Dylan? Oh, is it because I guessed the question?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so the first anonymous question is
Excuse me.
favorite movie. Floppy, what's your favorite movie?
That is a hard question, but one of my favorite go-to films is The Big Chill.
The Big Chill.
Why is that a horny question? That's not a horny question.
No, I took out generic questions and
okay.
horny questions. The horny questions are still to come.
The Big Chill, it's a film about a group of friends who were friends in college, then sort of went their separate ways and have come back together for a weekend to celebrate the death of a friend. Well, you know, not to celebrate it, but to mourn, but in a celebratory kind of way. But it has Kevin Kline, Jeff Goldblum, William Hurt, Tom Berenger, Glenn Close. Like, it is a hell of a movie.
Cool.
So good. And Kevin Costner's first on-screen appearance.
Nice. Anto, what's your favorite movie?
Can I answer two? Because
Sure.
one of them is an animated movie and the other's not.
Sure.
Nerd.
Big Hero 6,
Oh, good one.
because it honestly just doesn't get the recognition it deserves because people were mad about Frozen for too long. And as far as like live action is concerned, The Matrix, the original.
Okay. Mine's Back to the Future.
Yeah, fair.
Nice.
All right. Next anonymous question is... Okay, so this is a two-parter. First one's more of a statement. Not
Okay.
sure who it's directed at, but it's, I have a crush on you. And then the follow-up is, why doesn't my crush like me back? Well, person, maybe his standards are too high.
Or possibly you got to tell him.
Or possibly they don't feel the same way, in which case you have to respect their decision and move on.
I mean,
They still might not know. Maybe you should tell them.
yeah, like you're asking us anonymously, so we might not even know who we
Just
are.
say, hi, my name is such and such, and Ben, I have a crush on you.
And I'd say, thank you, but I'm taken and have been for almost 10 years.
And I'd say, hey, Kim.
Who?
Anto's mum. I'd be like, I respect that. Long distances can work sometimes. Prob's not, though.
Especially with Floppy.
I mean, long distance is how I ended up here, so...
Anto, what's your
And
thoughts
I'm
on
about to
crushes?
start getting acclimatized to Dorset.
If someone does have a crush on me, thank you, very flattering. I'm also unavailable and have been for, in the government's eyes, 3 or 4 years. In
Legally
actuality,
stay.
6 years.
I am single, but so yeah, hit me up.
As long as you're older than 24.
Maybe I'll like you too. You don't know. Don't be anonymous.
Oh, that's great. Okay, next anonymous question. What's your worst personality characteristic?
Oh, I'm too humble. No, legit. I'm no. Yeah, no, I'm probably the best at it, actually. I'm probably the best at being humble. It's a hard It's a hard thing to carry. Maybe it's overconfidence. I don't know.
Anto?
I don't know if it counts as a personality quirk, but I guess my introversion or my undiagnosed but definitely there ADHD.
I would say. Oh God, where do I start? My need to cover up deep pain with jokes.
I can't make fun of that.
What's the next question, Ben?
Also, my ability to make everyone feel awkward through saying things.
Well,
that
have you
aren't
ever
real.
thought about covering up your deep pain with good jokes?
No. That way, no one else suffers like I'm suffering.
I wonder it's bloody deep pain, man.
Next anonymous question: have you ever had any surgery? Yes, I have.
Do they mean elective?
I don't know.
Well,
Or cosmetic, like.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Just surgery. I'm just going to say, yes, I snapped the scaphoid in my wrist, snapped it in half and ripped all the tendons off the bone. So I had to have a screw put in so the scaphoid filled back and then had to have the tendons sewed back on.
I had
Do you know how I did it? When I was 17?
Nope.
I used to be able to dunk during a social game. Dunked, hit a guy on the way down, went, landed. I went, I sprained my wrist. Can I have a sub? No, we don't have any subs. Oh, I'll keep playing again. Scored 2 more points with a broken wrist.
I like
Hardcore.
Townsy's thing. Ben was born as a Stobie pole and needed many surgeries. Doesn't look like he does now.
So last show I told Michael Towns I was going to drop kick him. You're getting it in stereo now, baby. You had any surgery, Floppy?
Minor stuff. Nothing really interesting. I had stitches into my left testicle.
how the hell did you do that?
It's a story for another day.
Well, this is the horny podcast, so...
No, not really. Broke my hand. Didn't need stitches. Didn't need surgery. I've had stitches from cuts and stuff. That's pretty much it.
Well, I think Anto's got us all beat.
Oh! I had one on my ear when I was a kid.
Oh,
I had
there
a
you
burst
go.
eardrum. There you go.
Right. Anto,
Hello.
you're perfectly fine. Never any surgeries.
Yeah, no, just a discectomy when I was 21.
What exactly is that?
So the spongy, fluid-filled discs in between the vertebrae in your spine, one of those ruptured and was expanding out, and it was causing my the disc to press on my central nervous system. So I had surgery to basically cut that excess off, stop it from pressing on my spinal cord, and yeah. Now I'm kind of still a functioning human.
Yay!
Till I'm maybe 45, I don't know.
There's no stitches in your testicle, but alright.
Do you have any tattoos? No, I don't. Floppy,
Several.
I have one.
where'd you get that?
I got that in Fiji. By some dude on the side of the road. Came back to my hotel room.
Wow.
Didn't get hepatitis.
That's all
Well,
right.
that's a good thing.
What about chlamydia?
Well, it's not from tattoo.
That was from the other person who came to his room later.
That was a different little prick that he felt.
No. That was a tattoo on my honeymoon.
Anto,
Oh, and his name's Turtleton. He's a turtle from Fiji.
Cool.
you got a tattoo or two, don't you?
I have several. I mean, I wouldn't count them all as individuals, because then I would have too many. I have a D20 on my arm. Where's my camera? There.
Nice.
I've got the
Loves dice.
Oathkeeper and Oblivion Keyblades from Kingdom Hearts, along with a bunch of other series iconography. And I have a stick and poke on my leg that says "Rad but sad," and has a skateboard made of a band-aid underneath it.
It's amazing. Speaking of stick and pokes.
Okay, another anonymous question. Who's your best friend? It's going to be awkward for one of us.
One of us. Well, yours is Osty.
Yeah.
Who's
No,
your best mate?
Neither of us.
No, it's Jasmine. Maybe Osty. Depends who loves me more.
Oh,
I'm not
I
saying
have
anything.
many
She's
best
in the
friends,
kitchen.
actually. I have great friends. One of my best friends is a guy named Watsy, who has been my friend since we were 12.
What's he on about?
Stop making me laugh. It hurts.
Wow.
Oh, and his wife, Rachie, who was the first person I ever moved out with.
Oh, really?
Yep, we lived together platonically. It was amazing. I used to play Murder in the Dark every time she went to bed.
What?
So every time she would go to bed, I would turn out the rest of the lights in the flat.
Yep.
let her go to bed for like 20 minutes. And then I would sit by her bedroom door and slowly open it because it would creak, making it "ee," and she would just go, Floppy. But she was too scared to get out of the bed. And she had a keychain that had a laser light on it that would flick around the room trying to find me. But it's a laser pointer, idiot. So then I would just sit there for like another 10 minutes. And then I would slowly creep into the room and then make a noise somewhere. I would do this for like an hour.
And as Michael Towns said in the chat, and that's how you got stabbed in the testicle.
It's also, we didn't have the internet at the time, so you had to keep amused somehow. And then eventually I would grab a leg and she would scream and then I would run out. And then Watsy, who's my best mate, moved in and they started dating. And they went into bed once, and I waited the appropriate 20 minutes before they went to bed. I slowly opened the door, and I got a boot in the head, and I never did again. True story.
Who booted you in the head?
Watsy threw his army boot at me.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%, but, like, didn't do it again.
Anto, who's your best friend?
Well, I sort of forgot that most of them existed when I left the UK. So I would have to say Coda.
Who?
Coda.
Oh.
Seriously, like, yeah. I was actually saying to someone the other day, I've not actually been with someone who is just so accepting and loving as she is. And it's very nice.
She's very nice person.
She's a lovely, lovely person.
Next question. I think we know the answer to this. Which Dino host gets the most booty? Floppy was just saying he had one thrown at his head. So, Floppy.
Boots. They means boots.
Yep.
Well,
Oh.
we have to ask about the specifics of the question because
Mm.
are we talking
Frequency
frequency
or different?
or different?
I'd rather not be a horrible male boasting about sexual content requests on the internet, if that's okay.
I mean, we're not on the internet. This is all private until you publish it.
Exactly, then it's on the internet.
But no, like, for real, I also kind of don't want to answer the question.
I don't really care, but yeah.
So it's
I don't have
Floppy
a
because he
partner.
got the boot
Yeah.
thrown at his head. Body count 6. We're old. We don't know what this means. Next. We
I
answered that
legit
one.
actually didn't know what they meant.
Really?
The amount of people you slept with.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
What was the
a lot.
best day so far of this year? You know, I'm going to sound like a sap, but one of my favourite days this year was when we all went out and did the retro hunt to start off with.
My daughter's birthday. We had a great time. And
Yeah?
I got her an MP3 player and gave her a whole heap of music.
What kind of music?
Everything from 90s to now that she enjoys. That was mine.
Anto?
Just having a think, because all of my days bleed together. I work from home.
That's when you got COVID, right?
I was actually literally just thinking it's either the toy fair that we just did, or
That
when I
was
got
fun.
COVID, so I could say I've had it.
You can finally cross that off and be immune for 6 weeks.
Yeah, I got to wait 6 months to get more boosters.
Yeah. See, I had the flu last week, which means I can't get my flu shot for like 4 weeks or something now. It's ridiculous. All right. Don't think this applies to anyone, but they ask anyway. Have you done drugs?
Yes, lots.
Yeah,
Uh,
nothing hardcore. Just, you know.
I stopped at injecting. I don't inject anything. I mean, I never injected anything.
I think the most intense legal drug that I had was when I was on
Whiz.
diazepam.
Oh, that stuff
my
is unreal.
surgery.
I mean,
It doesn't make you just focus and snipe things easier. It fucks you up.
I'm a coffee roaster. I deal in drugs, baby.
whereas if you can drink it, snort it, swallow it, or smoke it, I've probably done it at some point.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
See above. I once drank an entire glass tumbler of vinegar
Okay, that's pretty weird.
for $20.
Does that count as eating?
Well, I consumed it. There was some gagging, chewing sounds.
Anto, what's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh, chicken feet.
Escargot.
I was gonna say, yeah. For me, it's probably quite simple and basic, but like the weirdest thing I've ever eaten was eel. Yeah, not a fan. It's awful.
I'd rather do chicken feet than eel. Chicken feet were fine.
So as we all know, I've been to Japan a couple of
Oh,
times.
haggis is also pretty disgusting.
That is very disgusting.
Gross.
I've been to Japan a couple of times, and we all know the type of stuff they've gotten over there. But I would have to say, overall, the weirdest thing I have ever eaten would be my ex-girlfriend. What?
Me too.
What are you doing, Dave? My ex-girlfriend? That's like... I got in trouble once on Facebook because the topic I put up was you are what you eat. In that case, I want to be Natalie Portman.
I see nothing wrong with this statement.
I got in trouble.
By whom?
I can't remember.
Is it Natalie Portman?
Natalie Portman. Excuse me, I'm an astrophysicist. Sorry, Natalie
You'd
Portman.
be like, does it make it taste any different?
Okay, so that's the end of the question. That were all the horny questions. So if you asked any horny questions, stop. You shouldn't do that on the internet.
Fucking ask what you want. We may answer it, we might not.
Anyway, Dylan the villain and Michael Towns, do you have any questions you want to shoot at us? Go ahead. Hit us with the big old Q&A.
Give us a question.
Give us, put on your boxing gloves and cue your fist at our A face. Asymmetrical face. Who in the crew would be able to pull off the best Goatsy cosplay? Floppy. No, you don't know what that means, do you?
No. Game of
Anto?
the sexy year?
I'm not looking up Goatsy on your computer.
Just
No,
tell
you're
me,
not.
what does it mean?
It's when you
So,
stretch open your butthole.
yeah.
What?
Goatsy, the homepage to Goatsy was someone who had stretched open their arsehole enough that they put a CD in there.
Oh, I could not do that.
Yeah, you could.
I really couldn't.
Okay, what do you guys think about yours
Hang on,
truly?
what's like
Dylan?
a CD or like a mini disc?
No, CD.
No,
It's
I
the
couldn't do
90s, my
that.
friend.
That's a lot.
That is
can't
a
be
lot.
Real.
No, it's real.
Floppy, never look up Bad Dragon. The things people can fit inside themselves these days.
Don't
is
say floppy, never look up Bad Dragon. Because that,
Floppy, look up Bad Dragon.
yeah, see?
Do it. It's fun.
Do it.
Those two phrases, what you said and what Ben said, exactly the same.
Do it. Okay, what do you guys think about yours truly? Dylan wants to know what we think of him. Dylan, I've actually never met you in real life, but you're quite spiffy. You're quite a good chap.
I really do miss our work conversations. Like your post-work, dropping into my work conversations. Miss them terribly.
Dylan, I think
Love
you've
them.
got a big heart. You're very caring. You're very welcoming. And I also think that you're quite a nice person and you should feel good about the person you are and you are becoming.
You know, once Dylan came into my work once he'd finished, and we did nothing but just tell bad jokes to each other all day.
Sweet.
Like
Awesome.
for the rest of that afternoon.
Fantastic.
It was awesome.
Anto?
Yeah, I second what Ben has said. Like, I have the benefit of actually meeting you. I think you're wonderful. You're a really nice dude. You've got similar interests to me, which is always nice. You've also got not similar interests to me, which is also nice, because it's good learning about other stuff.
Ooh, good taste in games.
Yeah, you know, I think sometimes you're a little hard on yourself, but, you know, live and grow and learn and adapt and change. Yeah.
And also get heaps of swishes in basketball. That's very important.
Really thought you were going to say something else.
You need to practice your basketball. So every three you put up, it's just swish, swish.
Swish
That's
the
important.
dish.
That's the
Swish,
important
swish.
ingredient to living a good life. You got to get heaps of swishes.
Townsy, you got a question for us?
Townsy, hit us with your question. Like, ask us. I don't care. What am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I still here? This is ridiculous. Talk to my agent. This is absolute fucking bullshit. Why am I even still sitting at this goddamn fucking table? Let's fucking
I can
talk.
hear you whispering this into my ear, because it's monitoring through for some reason today.
Floppy's asleep.
Nah, he's not.
I've fallen asleep mid-sentence.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. I have the uncanny
Which
ability.
one of you guys would?
Floppy
Would
definitely
what?
would. Doesn't matter. Floppy would, and he'd do it balls out. That's how he'd do it.
Look, I have a little saying.
You would.
Oh, no, 100%.
Anything. You would.
Well, no, not anything.
No, anything.
No, I wouldn't shave off my beautiful hair.
You'd do it.
No, I wouldn't.
Go on.
No.
Do it.
But I will try.
Try me.
I've got a saying, which is, I don't know if it's. I've got a saying, but
You'll try most things once?
I will try most things twice
Yeah.
to make sure the first time wasn't a fluke. Any interest besides playing games? Oh, man, so many. I have way too many hobbies.
List them. Go.
I like to build model kits. I play board games as well as video games. Collect comics and read them. I enjoy... Well, don't look at me, you judging ass height, just because I don't buy as many as you do.
No, I just remembered the last comic that you bought was like from the 90s.
I've got a lot of trades nowadays, not so much singles.
Have you got Last Ronin yet?
No, I haven't.
Please get Last Ronin.
Townsy, I'm going to answer Dylan's question in a second, but Ben, and very quickly,
Huh?
if North Korea invaded the set right now, who would be the first to rat the others out and how quickly?
Oh, Ben, and immediately.
Well, it depends. What's my reward?
You
You
don't
get
care.
a reward, you die last.
No, I'd beat them.
No, you're competitive. You would just rat out and we would lose. Deny it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, other interests. Again, I attribute it to the definitely there but not diagnosed yet ADHD. Video games, board games, manga, kind of comics, anime, TV shows. I have attempted and I'm still attempting to learn piano. Model kits. I like building Gundams.
Oh, I do Warhammer too. 'Cause I hate money.
What else do I do in my spare time?
Oh, Kirigami.
This. Yeah, that's about it.
I don't do much. I'm a
You
loser.
do karate.
Yeah, you do karate. Like, you literally have a thing that you do that
I
isn't
haven't-
a nebulous thing that is an attempt from me.
So last week I had
Collects
flu
cats.
last week, and this week when I went to go back to karate, my first lesson. Well, I did my personal training, but then when I went back to do an actual lesson, I fell out of the van and rolled my foot and knee.
So,
So I
he
couldn't
also,
go-
one of his hobbies is old man.
So I got an email from the dojo going, "Oh, you haven't trained in a while." I was like, I took your fucking classes when I was sick. You sending me an email saying we haven't seen you in a while. Anyway, I'm tired.
Oh, it's not a hobby, but I really enjoy doing it. I love being a dad and doing things with my older and younger kids all the time.
So I, up until recently, was writing the storylines for Riot City Wrestling. I've stepped down from that because, in a large part, I realised that my daughter is almost 16 and she's going to want to start doing stuff a lot more by herself. And
Already happens.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be able to hang out with her as much, and it actually got me rather depressed that she was growing up and I was going to miss out on it. So part of the reason I've stopped with the wrestling writing is because I actually want to spend at least one night a week where it's just her and I, because Jazz goes to her mum's house on Thursday nights. So it's just her and I sitting down,
Just watching some
doing
bad
whatever.
movies or something.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
something, just getting in that light. But I didn't realize how much that affected me.
What did you do last night?
I had a meet, so I have to finish. I'm finishing up as of next show, which is on the 17th. But I'll
think
still
it's
be a bad guy.
hilarious.
I'll still be Mr. Bad Guy.
Floppy, I still have that. Oh, you do still. God damn, I keep forgetting about that damn thing. Please don't take. I hope you don't are not offended by the fact that I keep forgetting about that damn thing. I have a terrible memory, and I have an incredibly busy lifetime. I'm sorry,
I
Dylan.
think Townsy's evaluation of Ben's pretty good. I would fight North Korea and ghosts, but also Ben, I fall out of vehicles.
It's a good thing that ghosts can't drive vehicles.
Cat Stevens MP3? What?
Cat Stevens did the father and son song.
Well, I know who Cat Stevens is. Yusuf Islam is his name now. Well, it has been for a long time, but I don't understand the comment.
The song about fathers and sons is, kids don't have time. The dad didn't have time for the kid as it was growing up.
Dylan, I've been super kicked twice, mate. There's footage on the internet of it. You can
I've seen it.
Yeah, me
It
too.
was horrendous. It actually made me feel uncomfortable.
And one of them, connected so hard, I had not a dislocated jaw, but you know when you hit your jaw and it really sore and you can't really close it for a couple of weeks? I
I've
had
done
that.
other things that made my jaw feel funny
Yeah,
and couldn't
yeah.
close them properly for a couple of weeks.
I know.
As someone who is of the larger persuasion body-wise and has had spinal surgery, seeing you get kicked like that makes me cringe.
Oh, it's all pulled. It's all fine. I've been
Made
hit
me
harder. in
laugh
karate.
a little bit.
I've been hit. Made you hot for a little bit. I I've been hit harder in karate in
No, I
tournaments.
know, but like this is my point. Like you actually getting hit the way you do in karate and training and stuff.
It's fun.
I feel like if I were to get hit, even if I was like slimmer and had exercised more, I'd still be in danger.
Nah.
Oh, I think everyone's in danger. Like, you don't do it because it's safe.
Getting hit's actually fun. It actually really is fun. And hitting people
50
is
Shades of Ben.
Yeah, I was gonna
hitting
say, we're getting a
people
look into Ben's
is
personal life
so much fun. Like when you get a combo that you pull off a combo that actually works. Oh my god!
What is the one of the most out there experiences that you have done? Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. What's an experience that you have done that is like that? Like maybe something that the rest of us haven't done. Like that's a euphoric experience for you.
Honestly, it's when I've had a storyline or a promo in wrestling and the crowd reacts. So
Oh, that is cool.
one time I came out in the wrestling federation I used to be with, and I was the guy in charge, the general manager, and I was very well not liked. And I walked out there, and no kidding, for about 5 minutes, every time I went to talk into the microphone to start the show, people booed. And then every time I went up to talk more, they'd boo more, to the point where we couldn't start the show because I couldn't get this opening speech out because everyone was booing me. And it got to the point where I was just sitting there thinking, this is so awesome. I started to smile. So if you watch the video, I don't know if it's online or not, but I actually go like this. I'm there going, scowling at everyone, and I just go like this.
Because you're laughing?
Yeah, because I'm laughing my ass off. And I'm thinking, this is fucking awesome.
They were saying boo and
Booing.
like boo earn.
But no, feeling the crowd getting behind something you're doing, whether it's good or bad, that's really cool. But also landing a combo on something on a tournament, getting a point, like that's really cool.
So I've talked to you guys many times about it. But one of my hobbies, I don't do anymore, but I used to, was when I was 16, I started skydiving.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this one particular jump that will always stand out to me. So we were jumping out of a plane called a Caravan, me and a friend. And it's a really big plane. You can fit like 20 people in there. It has a ramp at the back. We got in first, so we were right up by the pipe, which means we're the last to get out. But what that means is once everyone else is out and we have an entire plane to run down, you wear these jumpsuits that have they're called sausage straps. They're like grippers, handles, so that you can do formation stuff. You grab each other's grippers and you just leg it down the plane at the open door, and you just go head first out, whoosh, like that, at 15,000 feet. It's freaking unreal because there's a burble in the plane where the air goes around it, and there's not a air pressure thing right there. You just sort of hang there for a second,
Or like Wile E. Coyote.
just like for a second, and then
awesome.
you start to go for it, and it's just. Oh, that was just running down the plane and just head first out of it. It's like I'm in a movie. It was amazing. One of the best. Oh, I also hit my head on the wheel of the plane once. Got called speed hump for like a month.
Anto?
I mean, I don't have anything in terms of like competitive sports or
No,
extreme
this is
sports.
just an experience of something that you've done that we may have not experienced.
Moving to another country was pretty exciting.
Yeah, there you go.
100%, dude. That's a scary ass thing to
that's
do.
a pretty intense thing. Like it didn't sort of settle in until
Why'd you move into a tent? There's like housing.
it didn't settle in until I'd been here a couple of months that I was living here. Like it felt like a holiday for a little bit of time, and then it was like, holy shit, I live here. I am 10,000 miles from home.
Wow.
So it was pretty surreal for a little while.
That's
about it.
Yeah. Dylan has gone to school in Japan.
I didn't even
That
know
is really cool, though.
I had no idea that had happened until, I knew about it, I haven't discovered it now, but like, when I found that out a few months ago, I was like, what? That's super cool.
That is really cool. I never told you that I skydived, Dylan. Oh, sorry, mate. That was my sport from 16 to like, I don't know, 22, something like that.
How many jumps would you say you did in that time frame?
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Yeah, you can do a couple a weekend and sometimes more. But yeah.
All right. Let's wrap it up. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. If you're hearing this on the live feed, it means we're having a week off. So send chocolates.